This is the plaintiff, Leonard Sanders. He says he and the defendant, a friend for 20 years, had a gentleman's agreement over the purchase of his car pertaining to a payment plan. He ended up getting hurt at work and was laid up and fell a little behind on the payments, and the guy abruptly repossessed the car. That's right, no warning, no demand for payment, no letter, nothing. Just poof, and it was gone. That's not fair or legal, so he's suing for $5,000, the purchase price of the car, and new rims and brakes. This is the defendant, Norman Bishop. He says the guy was 3 months behind on payments and had no intention of actually paying for the car, so he took it back. He tried contacting him first, but couldn't because the plaintiff had his phone shut off. He should have known better than to work with a deadbeat. Did what he had to do, and that's that. He's accused of acting too quickly. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $2,115 for damage to the car and repossession costs.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Okay, Leonard Sanders, you are suing Norman Bishop for $5,000. You say your damages actually exceed your state maximum because he repossessed a car with no warning. Okay. You have a counterclaim against him for $2,115 for your costs associated with the repossession and back payments and the cost of selling the car. What happened? How do you two know each other?
We part of two organizations, I'm not at liberty to say. And that's how I got to know him.
How do you two know each other?
Both of us live in the same town, and that we belong to a fraternal organization that
that you'd also rather not name? Wow,
no,
it's gonna be.
I
have a theory what it might be with all the secrecy.
I didn't say I'd rather not say, but that's what it is.
But you'd rather not say?
But I'd rather not say.
Okay, well, all right, go ahead.
I came out of my house on December 9th, looking for my car.
Okay, first tell me how you bought his car.
My car got repossessed.
Oh,
first
another one?
Yeah, because the payment was too much for me to pay for.
Okay.
It was way beyond my means.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, I'm walking through the clock towers, and Norman approached me and asked me, "You looking for a car, I heard?" I said, "Yeah." You want to buy a car? I said, "Sure, no problem." I said, "What car? Is Volvo? You want to buy my Volvo?" I didn't ask him what was wrong with the car or nothing like that. The original price was $4,000. When we went to the bank to notarize the piece of paper, it was up to $4,700. I didn't say no problem. I just signed it.
When you went to the bank to get a notary?
Yeah, a notary, so we could make it legal document.
Okay,
I have it right
did
here.
you pay $4,700 for the car, or you were financing it with him?
I was getting financed.
Oh.
I put $500 down that day.
Who financed it? He did?
The car was already paid for. He already paid for it.
My question to you is, who financed your purchase of the car? Who loaned you the money to buy the car?
I paid it out of my pocket.
$500?
$500
Okay.
out of my
Who
pocket.
loaned you the rest of the money? Because, see, normally when you buy a car, you have to have the full purchase price. Either
Right.
you come up with it or a bank gives you the money to give
No,
to...
it was just a private thing.
So he financed it. So you were owing him payments every month.
Right, I was paying...
Okay, so he was acting like your bank. So he
Right.
was financing the car for you.
Right,
Okay.
financing the car.
And when did you go into this arrangement?
We started February 25th,
Of what year?
2009.
Okay. So you put down $500 and then you're paying how much a month?
$300 a month.
Okay. And so you're going to owe this money for a long time. All right. So then what happened?
14 months.
Okay,
We agreed
so go
to
ahead.
14 months. I paid him $500 on February 25th. And for March, as the 21st every month, I paid $300.
Okay.
I paid all the way up to September.
Okay.
October, I had a serious accident. I got caught between a truck and a loading dock.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And I was out of work for 10 days. Because I was out, wasn't getting no money coming in, my bills fell behind.
Wait, this happened on the job. You didn't get workers' comp?
Workman comp didn't kick in till after I got back to work.
How does that make any sense?
It does. Like I was telling my fiance, I said, I'm not going to see no money for a while.
Are you explaining why she doesn't have a ring?
She's getting a ring.
Oh, good. Because if you're calling her, let me explain something to you guys. It's not a fiance unless you got a unless you got a ring at least, if not a date. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But one or the other. Go ahead.
I got a date anyway. But,
good. Okay. Go ahead.
My pride got in the way for not going to see Mr. Norman. My car.
What do you mean? You mean you didn't call him to tell him the payment was going to be late?
No, I ain't say nothing to him.
Till when?
To December 9th.
When did the car get repossessed?
December 9th.
Wait a minute, you didn't say anything to him at all for October and November?
No, I ain't see him. I ain't see him to
And you
December.
couldn't pick up the phone the way you would with the bank and say, hey, this is what's going on?
You, the bank called me.
Oh, he should have called you.
But,
Okay.
you know, but that was I'll take full blame on that situation.
Oh, you think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not
All
going to
right,
deny
so
that.
October passes, November passes.
And then December.
I bet you called him December 9th after you walked down, there was no car.
No, I went to his store. He had a store.
So you didn't even call him, wasn't even good enough then. Now you want to make a personal. Okay. Now you're all kinds of serviceable. So you go over personally to his what?
His store.
You go over to the store and you say what?
I said, Mr. Norman, Norman, I got $900 as of Friday to get current. And he said back to me, if you ain't got all the money, I don't want to talk to you.
How much was all the money?
That'd be 7 payments I'd be owing him.
Okay, no, all right, I got it. But how many payments were you late? Oh, he wanted all the money, meaning the future payments.
Yeah, future payments too.
And did you sign paperwork when you financed this thing through him? Does it have an acceleration clause?
Don't have nothing in there saying 14 months you got to have the car paid.
Okay, so go on.
He said he want all the money for the car. He kept the car, and I walked away. And I said, that's not fair.
Okay, let me hear your side.
The last payment that I got from him, I happened to see him and his fiancée at the car wash one day.
That was in September. That was the last payment.
That was by accident.
That was by accident. Well, at least it happened. And that was the last payment that he paid you in September.
That was the last
So
payment.
when October comes around and he doesn't pay, and November comes around and he doesn't pay, and then December is now looming on us. Did you, out of curiosity, did you ever call him to say why?
I called him, and his phone number wasn't working anymore. His phone, and everybody in town. He had gotten a new phone, and everybody had his new phone number except me.
Okay, and nobody would give it to you?
And nobody.
What kind of brotherhood is this? Nobody would give you the number?
I didn't. I never got it.
Now you have a counterclaim against him for $2,115. $515 of it is the cost of the repossession. Let me see proof of the cost of repossession. How many payments were left by? Well, let me just do that. You bought it in February.
There was 7 payments left.
So you had a balance of $2,100 on the car. Okay. Now, $515 that you paid a company to repossess the car. It says repo $275, and the rest of it is storage.
Yes.
Why?
The car stayed there for 10 days.
On account of why?
That he had to bring the keys down. They kept saying he wasn't coming down with the keys.
I don't understand. How'd they take the car?
He had to get a police officer.
Wait. How'd they take the car?
I don't know. The repo guy took the car with just on the truck. You know, he lifted.
He towed it?
He towed it.
Did you bring down the keys?
I brought the keys down 2 days later. That's when he called me.
2 days later? Do you have any proof of when you brought the keys down? Because they're saying it was a full 10 days.
No,
later.
it wasn't 10 days. I don't have the receipt.
That would be really helpful, because if you could prove that you brought the keys down 2 days later, then the other 8 days of storage, I wouldn't make you pay. That would be, great. Now, the next question is, there's a check engine, $100 for the cost to shut off a check engine light? What's that about?
When I got the car back, he hadn't been servicing the car, and the check engine light was on.
So what did you pay $100 to do? Turn it off? Why didn't you pay $100? Why didn't you pay money to find out why?
Well, I had to get a mechanic to check the car out. He checked all the codes.
Okay. Do you have the proof of that? The $100?
Yes, I do.
Let me see that. $400 to replace the door opener. What's that?
He wouldn't return the door opener when he returned the key.
What's the door opener?
It's an automatic clicker.
That opens up the car?
Opens up the car.
That's not part of the key?
It's not part of the key.
And did you return that, or you didn't?
That thing, it broke.
Okay.
He said he couldn't find it.
Do you have proof that cost $400?
No, I don't have a bill.
Well, $800 for October, November, and 2/3 of December. We'll put that aside in a second. And $300 for 3 months of storage before the new sale. Prove to me you paid $300 to store the car. Okay, this is a storage
A rental agreement
for a year.
for $100 a month.
Right. How do I know that it lasted 3 months?
Well, I mean, it lasted for...
I know how I'll know. Did you resell the car?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have the bill of sale for that sale of the car? Okay. Oh my gosh, you financed this one too?
But I held the car in the garage
she
until
paying?
she paid it off before she took the car.
Oh, she ended up paying it off?
She paid it off.
But you held the car where?
In the garage.
In the storage place until
Yeah.
she paid it off?
Yep.
All right. Here's the thing, though. You sold the car later for $3,800. So if you sold the car for $3,800, you have covered yourself in terms of damages completely. How would it be fair for you to collect $2,115 here plus $3,800 from the other person? If that were to happen, then you would have like a $6,000 recovery here, when what you're out is the $2,100 that he owed for the 7 months still, and the costs associated with the repossession. When I combine those things, it's still less than the $3,800. So you've already been covered for your damages. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. In any event, here's the deal. Now, on your claim against him, you want $4,700, which is the purchase price, even though you and I both know, according to your testimony, that you only paid $2,600. That's interesting.
Plus the rims.
No, I haven't gotten to the rim.
Oh, right.
You're asking just for the car. You're
Yeah.
asking $4,700 for a car that you had only paid $2,600 for.
Yep.
Yep. I take it this is not a math club that you guys belong to.
You know, but...
Then you're asking because you spent $477 for a brake job and $1,700 for new tires and new rims. Okay. All right, gentlemen. What kind of car was this? A 2001 Volvo?
2001 Volvo. Could I say one other thing, Your Honor?
Yep.
If he had spent that kind of money on those rims, he could have paid me.
Yeah, why don't you spend less for the rims and pay the guy? Why would you spend $1,700 when you still owed him a bunch of thousands of dollars?
Your Honor, I paid this...
Listen and learn, my dear. Listen and learn. Go ahead. What was your answer to that?
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Would you buy or sell a used car to or from a friend?
Yes, I would.
Why?
You know, you have to have faith in your friends. I'll trust him that he's selling me a quality product.
And if it doesn't work, you're going to blow up the friendship, right?
No.
Yeah, right. I know what you're saying. What do you think?
No, I will never do that.
You would never do it because?
Because I would never do any business with friends.
Okay, what if they offered you a ridiculously high amount of money for the car?
I would not do any business with friends.
What if it's a $1,000 car and they offer you $5,000?
No, I will not do any business with friends.
Okay, when are you going to tell me the truth? I'm just kidding. I got you. I'm just kidding you. Going inside the courtroom.
When I got the car, I started paying for the rims at the same time paying for him.
Okay, maybe you shouldn't buy the rims because you're, quote, in your own terms, beyond your means when you do that, when you know that you owe a bunch of money on the car.
Yeah, if I got...
And you haven't even gotten this girl a ring yet. You could have used that money for the ring, $1,700. All right. Here's what we're going to do, folks. I'm not going to award you $400 for the cost to replace a door opener. He admits that, he didn't return the door opener. I'm going to give it what I think is a reasonable estimate. I think $400 is excessive, and you have no proof of it, so I'm going to assess that at $200. When I add all that up, that means that with all you're out on the 7 payments and all that you're out to repossess the car, including storage and everything, it was a total of $3,215 in the hole. You got $3,800 for that. So since you got $3,800, that means that $585 of this money goes back to him. Because what you're entitled to, when somebody breaches a contract, you're entitled to be made whole. You're not entitled to be ahead of the game, okay? You're entitled to be made whole. So we sit there, I'm going to list every single one of your problems. The $100 check engine light, the repossession fee, the 3 months of storage, the $2,100 he still owed you. That's what you're in the hole. You covered yourself with $3,800. The excess belongs to him. That's how it would work if a bank repossessed his car. Of course, if a bank repossesses your car, you will never see an excess because they will figure out a way to chip away until you still owe them money. All right? But in this case, the figures are all set, and I find in favor a net judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of the $585. That's my verdict. Good luck, gentlemen.
Well, the plaintiff sued for $5,000, and he was awarded $585 in the decision. What's your feeling coming out?
I don't know where I feel right now. I'm a little.
You're upset?
Yeah, I'm a little upset because I tried to explain myself, but I got tongue-tied with this whole situation. I'm not used to dealing with adversity.
Last thing before you go, the brotherhood between the two of you is now in what?
It's still what it is. We barely talk to each other anyway.
Okay. All right. This is the way. All right, you come on in here. And now, if he had called you up, would this have happened?
No way.
How about the brotherhood?
I don't have anything against him.
Why'd you act so fast, grabbing the car back so fast without knowing what was going on or finding out?
3 months I thought was a sufficient amount of time.
What do you think, Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, you know what? When you sue for damages, if you're in the right, you're allowed to be made whole, but you can't get a windfall. And that's really common where plaintiffs get greedy. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.